college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So SMU's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Finds a tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Van Dyke. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So Auburn's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed on the outside, it's Hart. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's LeBoy.
Man, I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got fourth down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and it can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
Let's see what he can do with it. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Send the tight end in motion. Now on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Calls his own number. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. the SMU offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They go to the ground. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback. Down at the 11-yard line.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's caught. It's Van Dyke. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They've got the screen set up. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This defense obviously came into this game prepared for the quarterback run. Linebackers, DBs, they're keying on him and just waited for him to pull that football, and you saw their ability to get hats to the ball quickly.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Van Dyke. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that 1st down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
The Mustangs will try to pick it up on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rush is on him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. On target to the left. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
That's caught. It's Graves. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Auburn offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines being like,
going to take a shot at this DB. Wide open, he makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They want to run this quarterback. Got enough for the first. There he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Wants to go up top on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Gonna swing it on second down. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback keeper. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Creates a little space.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. Kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Offense in a bunch formation. With the catch, it's Hart. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. He wastes no time and comes out to throw it. He's got the tight end. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's LeBoy. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Got his man quickly. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got the back in the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Man, it is such a weapon to have running backs that can not only run the football, but can catch it as well. And a nice job there, David, finding the matchup one-on-one with a linebacker, a little angle route to get the first down.
Yeah, and those angle routes are hard to defend because the running back looks like he's going out first. So when I'm a linebacker, I'm like, oh, crap, I got to catch him. And then he breaks in really quickly, and a nice throw to throw it in front of him and get the first down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. one more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. Fighting off the defender. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here's the pressure. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Feels the punt and try to pick up some yards. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Auburn offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quick release on the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Snagged in the middle, it's LeBoy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll move the tight end. Using his feet. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
A design run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
To the air on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trap.
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Graves. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A strike downfield. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 13 over Cincinnati. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops the throw. On target over the middle. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It's caught downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Flood. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down. looking to fire. Bringing the heat. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game.